What they don't understand is this is America. And despite all their cultural poisoning, the spirit is still there and is rising. I don't just say this, put a good face on it. I'd say my prognosis and Trump's aren't very good. But the country's, if people have faith to move forward, is very good. And this is an epic moment that they're so afraid of us and so afraid of Trump and are panicking. Don't they get they've been rejected? They can destroy leaders in the resurgence of America, but they cannot destroy the spirit if the people understand that. Closing comments, Matt Bracken.
Well, it's the most massive gaslighting operation in history. They did the full-out gaslight to get Hillary elected, and it wasn't enough. That's why they're in total panic mode now, because they're 100%, full throttle gaslight operation, this media operation. It didn't snow us, and we're still coming at them, and that's why they're in panic mode right now.
That's right. You were just saying during the break what he just said. We're deconstructing. We're exposing the compartmentalization. It's not left or right. They don't want their own people knowing what's going on. Our guests, our experts, we have the very blueprint that only top globalists have, and that's why they're so upset, is that Trump's following the new Americana blueprint. We're aware of it. We're exposing their blueprint. That's freaking them out.
It's back to they can't handle the truth, and the truth is coming out. They're beginning to understand that day by day, we're taking their lies. We've been through 8 years of a lying Obama administration. We have $20 trillion in debt. We've got the highest amount of tax revenue ever being raised, and yet we're not able to balance the budget. We still have a deficit. We've got to get rid of the GOP elite, too. Remember that Trump's enemies are all around him. It's also the Paul Ryan, until Trump gets a hold of
a bunch of sycophantic cowards. Right. I don't want to be reverent of Trump, but I mean, think of the courage, what he's done, what he goes through, the cowards around him. Matt Bracken, what is it like for you as a veteran, a patriot, to see somebody like Trump? I mean, I don't want to be gushing, but I think we ought to thank God for Donald Trump.
Well, he's very rough around the edges. Obviously, he's got a lot of flaws, but I'll tell you what, he's like Atlas, and he's. Who else can go in to drain the swamp but a real ultimate cage fighter? Mitt Fauntleroy III was never going to do anything but go to the cocktail circuit. That's the Paul Ryans, the Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, they just get off on that. They're in the elite. Screw everybody. Trump's different.
Absolutely, the Lindsey Grahams. They're just as afraid of Trump as the Democrats. I think, and I totally believe this, the Republicans want to be the minority party. It's a lot more comfortable. You still get to go to the cocktail parties, but nobody calls you a racist.
Exactly. They're the opposite of leaders, and they're scared that Trump isn't afraid to die. They're scared of the return of men. Final comment, Matt Bracken.
Yeah, well, I just like to mention my new book, my new novel, Red Cliffs of Zerhoon. It's about sex slavery, child sex trafficking. It's already up. I've uploaded it on Kindle, but I'm going to wait till the print edition is out in a couple weeks. But
and by the way, that parallels real world massive sex trafficking with our little Islamic buddies. So please come on in the next week to do a full hour on the book, Matt.
Yeah, and that's why the left is so in line with Islam. They're both evil. They both are completely willing to traffic children.
It's a religion of pedophiles.
Sex slavery. They're allied in that sense.
Don't you think that the congressman was probably targeted specifically?
I don't know. He was at second base. It might have just been one of those lucky things like, Oswald having a job at the book depository.
By the way, the word is
sometimes
his organs
the wheels just line up.
We need to pray for the congressman because the word is it tore up a bunch of his organs and stuff. He's a tough guy, but it hit it good.
Yeah. He's fighting for his life right now.
And they're celebrating. They're celebrating, hoping he dies. I hate these people that live off the backs of hardworking Americans. They aren't even ready to fight. They're trying to start a fight with us.
And they're going to make a hero out of this loser yesterday. They're going to make him the John Brown of their movement. Watch what happens. They're going to call for more of him.
God. Thanks, Matt. Okay, Dr. Corsi, let's come back with our next guest. Former Dev Group Navy SEAL, fighting the globalists in the pedophile ring. Straight ahead.
In ancient times, man roamed the earth in a constant state of hunting or being hunted. Introducing Caveman, where cutting-edge science meets ancient super nutrients. Secure your bottle right now at InfoWarsStore.com.